back here with Dr. Bilski, and the subject of the day, or this video anyway, is digital dentistry. Say that 3 times fast. Actually, it's pretty easy. Digital dentistry,
It's not too bad.
But maybe you can tell us what the heck it's all about.
So you remember Mr. Peabody, right?
Oh yeah, Mr. Peabody.
Digital dentistry.
Yeah.
The class. He's a pup. Anyway, digital dentistry has expedited dental services, dental treatment exponentially. Okay. So what digital dentistry is in comparison or contrasting to analog dentistry means that if I need to make something to fit your mouth, a denture, a crown, a removable partial bridge, implant dentistry called all on 4, all on X, we would take putty molds. And most people that have had them back in the day when I started, it was like gagging, throw up, a lot of time procedure, all right? Then that would be taken to the laboratory and pour a plaster-sized model, and then we would do all the dental work on the model on a lab bench. They would make whatever I requested to be made for your mouth, and then it gets sent back to my office. Then we put it in, we make sure it fits, and then we put it back in the box, and we send it down over to the laboratory, and then they work on it a little bit more, and then they
How long did that typically take?
It takes a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time. So, in particular, if we talk about dentures, that would maybe take 5 to 6 appointments, depending on the OCD behavior of the dentist, because sometimes things just aren't right, and prideful or passionate, a lot of back and forth, which is a good way to be. And now with the digitizing of it, what that means is that big x-ray that we talked about in another bit earlier is a way that we scan the upper and lower jaws. Then we can scan the inside of the mouth with the teeth.
Wow.
Or in some cases, we have to use the analog putty, some cases. And then with all of the scanning of the models that are made from the analog, we superimpose. So we have here's the x-ray, here's the model that we scanned, and here's the new stuff. So it's stacked on top of each other in whatever we want to do. Denture, crown, a single tooth, placing dental implants, all virtually. So if we have somebody who's a denture wearer that likes their denture, I can scan and copy their denture, email it to the laboratory.
Jeez.
They can do what's called a 3D printed try-in, put it in, everything looks good because they love what they have. I don't have to change much. Then all I have to do is email them back saying no change, go to finish, 2 appointments.
Wow, that's great.
2 appointments. To me, as a dentist, 1, it cuts out my back and forth in that room, taking care of the patient, and I'm away from other things. I could be doing other things.
Sure. Yep.
But I have to stay with this patient. So now we can expedite. Doesn't mean it's always the best way to do it, but a lot of times it is. Single teeth, when you come into my office, we can digitally make you a tooth by numbing you, trimming the tooth the way I need it to be trimmed. Take a camera, take a picture of it, take a picture of the tooth that chews up against it. It goes into a milling station, mills out this tiny block, like the Flintstones back in the day,
No kidding.
But it's scientific.
Wow, that's really cool.
Engineered,
man.
and it's very strong and stable. It goes in your mouth, and we always say anywhere from 90 minutes to 120 minutes. So you're there maybe 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, it's a pretty amazing,
Yeah. And then so that's digitizing dentistry, just like analog would be listening to a record.
Yes.
Now we can Spotify or Pandora or Sirius XM. It's there.
There's like more options. It's quicker. It's cleaner, and it's.
If you don't have it on that, I can go buy it like that.
You've got all the groovy toys.
Kind of cool. Yes, you should come in and see us.
So one more question. We'll see what kind of a dentist he really is. So you brought up Mr. Peabody at the top of this thing. What was his boy's name?
Sherman.
See, you knew that. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about, you just Google Mr. Peabody and his boy Sherman, or just Mr. Peabody.
So my goal is one day to have completely pointless videos through. I work with Vertium.
Well, that's why he's talking with me.
So,
okay, you're the right
guy. I think I'm pretty good at old TV, like Beverly Hillbillies or Petticoat Junction.
There we go.
I know the names of these people that have only been mentioned one time in the show. I know we digress. This is what happens when we. This is number 19 of 21 of these.
So when you're in the chair getting work done by this man here, you're going to hear some really wonderful stories. That's the beautiful thing of it.
I do some of my best comedy while I'm doing root canals.
That's great.
They're so boring. You got to talk about something, and it's like breathing. You're like,
It's a twofer. You get dentistry and comedy all at once.
I'm playing tonight. I am the champion of the bad dad jokes, by the way. So,
all right,
I'm going to have that too.
I think that's enough reason to go see this guy. So, Hey, thanks for watching. And after this, you might want to watch some more or not. We're not sure.